This is the one. This is the first.
So just. Right then.
We're going now.
You're going to be long?
We're doing it.
Yeah, how long are you going to be?
It's not going to be long.
You know, reading your own name.
About the same length as I normally do.
Alright. Hurry up then. Well, we've done it too quick. Go on.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a famous singer, Christina Aguilera, who was about to do the biggest performance of her life. The next day, Christina Aguilera made her entry at a packed Manchester arena. Suddenly, as the crowds gathered in the language that these people were using. Sorry?
Follow me.
What are you doing?
Follow me and
These
keep
people
talking.
using towards Christina Aguilera would be nothing short of embarrassing. These people who were from the American area of New York, suddenly these individuals, they would lose it when they were doing it. Sorry, they would lose it. What they were doing, it was embarrassing and despicable. Suddenly Christina Aguilera, she went on the stage and she got the crowd involved. She sang her songs. The next day, Christina Aguilera was rushed to hospital. The violence that was used towards Christina Aguilera would be nothing short of pathetic and not acceptable. Suddenly there was a real concern as Christina Aguilera was very famous in the United States. The next day, Christina Aguilera spoke to the press after her performance at the Manchester Arena. She hoped that everyone enjoyed the performance and she hoped to announce some more tour dates. She announced that she was going on tour to Glasgow. Suddenly there was a real tension. She went in the tour van and they made their way to Glasgow. Meanwhile, back in Manchester, the individuals they will be detained by the police, and they will be taken into police custody. The police interviewed the suspects who refused to confirm any of the allegations. They told the police they didn't remember anything, and they said, no comment each time. The police asked them a question. However, it will be made to be seen. If these suspects, who are from the American area, they spoke with American accents, and they were American citizens. However, in a twist, the suspects, they were on the run. They went on the run, and they boarded a plane, to Paris. Suddenly, the battle began for these individuals who were causing real problems. Meanwhile, Christina Aguilera, she was really looking forward to her gig up in Glasgow. She knew that there would be a sellout in Glasgow, and she was really looking forward to performing in front of everyone. Suddenly she arrived to the venue late that afternoon. Christina Aguilera went onto the stage and she sang all the hits, including Tell Me. Suddenly, in a twist, there will be some individuals outside. They burst past the security. They wrestled one of the security guards to the floor. Suddenly, the security guards, they were trying to restrain these individuals. The language and the violence that was used was crazy. It was shambles. Meanwhile, back inside, Christina Aguilera was performing. She was doing some really impressive dance moves. People would wait behind at the end to get her autograph. And her CDs, which she has released. The next day, she would fly back to Staten Island, New York. After her gigs at the Manchester Arena and at Glasgow Arena, she would go back to America to work on her new album, which was not known when it would be released. Meanwhile, back in the UK, United Kingdom, the individuals, they would appear in court. Judge Kevin O'Lee would hear the suspect's version of events, but then it wouldn't be known as to how long the suspects would get in prison. Meanwhile, Christina Aguilera, she would go shopping in Staten Island and she would buy some really nice clothes. The next day, one of the fans that was at a gig at the Manchester Arena, They would buy a CD off Amazon and then it would arrive to their house in the post the next day. The next Christina Aguilera, the next day Christina Aguilera, she announced some more tour dates. She announced that she was going on tour in Munich, then Paris, Copenhagen, Istanbul, Lisbon, and then her final tour would be in New York. The next day she was working on her new songs that she would be singing when she goes on tour. Late that evening, she had her tea before she would settle down for the night. The next day, as the sun came up, Christina Aguilera got working on some more songs for a new album that was going to be released next year before her tour. Meanwhile, back in the UK, Judge Kevin O'Leary made his decision. He decided that he would hand the suspects a life sentence in prison for their involvements. The next day, Christina Aguilera, she would continue working on a new album that she was releasing. Suddenly, the weather changed in a second. The weather started to change suddenly, straight away. It started lashing it down with rain. Later evening, she decided to settle down for the night and watch television before she would have to have her tea. And then she would go to bed. The next day she would have her breakfast before she would continue working on her latest album that was due for release. She would have her lunch while she was on her latest album. So while she was working on her latest album, late that afternoon she went shopping with her partner. They went to the shopping centre in Staten Island where they would buy some new clothes. Later that afternoon, after they had been shopping and had bought some new clothes, they decided they would go bowling with their partner, her and her 2 children. They decided that they would have some food. They would all eat cheeseburger and chips with onion rings, and they would have a dessert. After they had their cheeseburger and chips later evening, Matthew Rutler and Christina Aguilera, they both put their kids to bed. And they would read their kids a bedtime story before the 2 kids would go to bed later evening. When the kids were asleep, they watched television before they would go to bed and go to sleep. The next day, Christina Aguilera got her kids up. Got her kids up as they had to be up for school. Later that afternoon, Christina Aguilera did some more work on a new album which was going to release. Later that evening, they all sat round the table and they had tea. They decided they would have a Rogan Josh curry with rice and naan bread at the side of it. Later that evening, they all settled down for the night and they would watch television before they would get ready and then go to bed. The end, Sam Jenkinson, we're done. Done it.